need to like sit down and script my thoughts about this shit. Somebody needed to stand up, and it's not just somebody, a lot of people are standing up and saying, yeah, some of this gender stuff has gotten out of fucking control. And it feels really good to say that. And more people need to say what they think about it. And a lot of people are. Like, that's why I feel so comfortable saying this now. I'm not going to live in fear. And I'm not going to live in this, like, woke delusion that anybody could be born in the wrong body. And I'm for sure not going to live in this delusion or support this delusion that children should be questioning that. That is abuse. That is serious fucking abuse. And it should not be normalized amongst our culture that, like, oh, maybe you're just born in the wrong body. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna act like it's crazy to be concerned about that anymore, especially when it comes to children. I remember when it wasn't like an everyday fucking thing. And there is insane corruption and insane medical greed, and the things that I have seen that people have gone through in the medical industry, and some of these doctors are fucking greedy, arrogant, sadistic people who want to play with people's bodies and who want to play God. Like, why do you think it's like, why on earth would we normalize that kind of surgery? Cutting off your breast, cutting off your private parts. I wouldn't go get a unicorn horn installed in my head if your 12-year-old was like, I want to go get a gigantic unicorn horn put in my head. I want to do some major body modification. I know that most people aren't letting their child medically transition, but enough children have been medically transitioned that we need to talk about it. And even if it's not surgery, those medications are absolutely insane. And I am not crazy for feeling like that. I am not going to feel weird for talking about it. And like I said, this isn't going to be my content going forward, but I just want to make like a real like statement that like this stuff is in all of society, we're just supposed to accept it, or you're a bigot, or you're a transphobe. And I did. I accepted it for years. I accepted it for years and years and years and just said, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Like, they're not hurting kids. They don't, you know. And I don't think most people in the community want to hurt kids. That doesn't matter. Like, your intent doesn't equal impact. If a 7-year-old sees you on TikTok with no boobs, like that you chopped off and you have this like botched top surgery, and they're like, oh, I want to join this community. Like, that's, it's not normal to go chop off your breast and have this botched top surgery, and I don't think it's liberating. How is it liberating to cut off your breasts and then have some horrific scars? What was wrong with your breasts? And again, if you have genuine gender dysphoria, which is actually not that common, then I support whatever you need to do. We have lost our fucking minds. I'm not afraid to say that anymore. People need to be able to like say that and not be afraid of the backlash. And I've seen too many people talking about this. I really didn't think that people were medically transitioning kids and people under 18, and I see story after story after story. But you guys, like, people who hate me for this, they don't care about that. We couldn't possibly talk about the people who've died from this and the people who live in like just the worst complications. Like, it's not like you're just going and trying on some new clothes. It's not like you're getting a haircut to feel more feminine or more masculine. You're getting a surgery that's going to change the rest of your life, or you're taking medication that could ruin your sexual function, or you're stopping puberty. I'm sorry. Just the concept of a puberty blocker. When do we get to a point in society where we're like, that's no big deal, and we don't need to protect kids, and it's more important not to offend people than to say the truth? Oh, I'm sorry, am I being a bit offensive? You guys know me, I never do things half-assed. If I'm going to stand up to something, like, it's just so funny that I don't want to post online anymore, and I don't want to hear anything from people online, and I don't want and then I decide to come back and post about the most controversial shit. Am I being a bit offensive? I don't care. I think it's really offensive to see a child that's so confused about their gender. Like, yeah. I can't believe I show those videos of people yesterday and everybody gets all quiet. And then they're like, oh yeah, those people were never trans. They don't matter. Oh, okay. You guys care about trans people until the second it doesn't fit your narrative.
These surgery, and what's up with these scars? I don't understand. I told you, I had my surgery done over 30 years ago. I don't have these scars. And when you start to see the photographs I'm about to show you, it seems like the surgery went downhill. It just went downhill. I remember when we really we wanted perfect surgery so that we could take our tops off and walk around with our tops off so that people would see us as sort of normal, if that makes sense. You wouldn't see this. But now these kids are wanting to normalize these scars, and it's sort of like this badge of honor, and it sort of puts you in the space that you're trans. You see the difference? And the surgeons are going right along. Wait. Okay, so there's that one. This heart thing between her chest and like using a vibrator on it, and I don't even know. You look like a girl who had their boobs cut off. That's what you look like. So I don't know where trans is coming in this space. I'm so sick of it, you guys. I'm so sick. Now look at this one. This is the one that caught my eye. I turned off the music because there was music in it for copyright. So I'll read what it says. We need to work on normalizing imperfect top surgery scars and results. Why would we need to work on that? Why don't we work on the surgeons not creating imperfect surgery? Not perfect, hypertrophic, uneven. Yeah, why would you want to even talk like it's normal? It's not normal. And you shouldn't be normal. Incisions, bruising, swelling. What? My top surgery didn't even look anything like that. And you're going like, oh, no, sorry, no, that's not normal. Nor should we actually act like that's normal. And the fact that this trans person wants to normalize bad surgery, that's basically what you're saying. Let's normalize crappy surgery so everyone else can get crappy surgery right along with you, so it makes you feel okay about your crappy surgery. Because the reason you got crappy surgery is because, I'll tell you my opinion, you rushed into it, you needed to have it done so fast that you didn't even take the time to find a good surgeon. Secondly, there are surgeons who are grifters who are just coming into this and doing this without even understanding how to do it properly. I did not look like this ever when I had my surgery done.
Like, hello?
And most of the guys I know from back in the day did not have this kind. These doctors would have been sued. Normalizing, what are you talking about?
I love
and
that
even
thing.
called it a botched surgery. These kids are losing their minds. They're losing their minds. It's so gross. So now, I hope you're prepared for this. I'm going to bring up some pictures here that are pretty, I mean, horrifying, actually. Horrifying. I went to this thing called Top Surgery Regret, or Top Surgery Forum on Reddit, and I dug a deep dive, and I mean, these are what I pulled, and I again, just can't even believe that these are all over. These kids are asking for help because they don't know what to do. So this kid says, I'm kind of convinced that it won't get better. Yes, there's some swelling that will go away, probably, but there's loose skin in the middle and above my weird nipples, like someone spit some chewing gum on my chest. There seems to be too much tissue, or they took too much. You know, what is that? What is that? Okay, number one. Oh my God, I'm just appalled. Number two, I'll just read a couple of it. Talking about their surgeon. She has failed and increased the risk of infection and harm by improperly removing extra tissue, fat, and skin that was left over, and she left extra skin. She scrunched up the skin up to the incisions and created skin folds and crease that are not gender affirming nor aesthetically pleasing or similar.
Yeah, I'm not crazy for caring about this, and the rest of the caption is so sad. It said, my surgeon denied there was post-operative infection 3 times despite other doctors who looked and observed my open wound and said it was infected. Oh my God. Anyways, I'm probably just gonna take down my videos about this because this isn't my normal content, and thinking about people finding my page where I just have like my normal content and then like 4 random videos I made yesterday, that gives me anxiety. And if I'm gonna talk about these issues, I need to like sit down and explain more of how I got to this point, and not just have random rants on TikTok, because it gives me anxiety, because this app is rife for people misunderstanding you. And like when you're trying to talk about these intense things in 10-minute videos and TikTok comments, or even Reddit comments, or just online comments, like no wonder we all feel insane. I'm talking about the most intense issues ever. I only have a few minutes to do it, and then you guys are going to respond in these short little comments where you can't express yourself. This isn't dialogue. You know what I mean? So, and that's the main reason I don't post anymore. If I was normally posting content, I wouldn't have a problem leaving those videos up. But if I'm just going to like go back to not posting now, I'm not going to just leave those there. Anyways, sorry, I'm just processing out loud. I'm just telling myself like I need to, even though I'm able to detach from the hate now, which is amazing. I'm so proud of myself. I still get so overstimulated by the internet. Like even when it goes really well and I'm going viral and people are happy with me, like it's so overstimulating. It's the weirdest feeling in the world. And I know that's just autism too. And I wish my brain wasn't like that, but especially right now when I'm talking about really intense things and I know that I'm upsetting a lot of people, it is overstimulating. Even though I don't care if I'm offending people anymore, it's overstimulating. So I need to detach from the internet again in a different way, which means like actually getting off my phone, which is not easy. But if I take down the videos, that will help, and then I can just kind of post some stuff to my story if I feel like I just still want to show people like what changed my mind with this stuff. But if I keep posting, then I'll want to keep posting. It's just how this app works. But if I keep it on my story, it's like less addicting. Plus I don't like to have to turn my comments off. But at this point, the comments were getting so out of control, and it's really disrespectful to talk so disgustingly about trans people who have complications. Like I can't believe people are so openly horrific to people who are trans and have these complications. It's like, oh, now you're on your own. Oh, like that's cult behavior. If somebody comes to you and says, like, people came to this community for love and acceptance, and then the second they have a botched surgery or they have problems with their hormones, or then it's like, oh, you can't be here. You can't sit with us. Like you can't you can't talk about your botched surgery because that's harmful to the trans community. No, it's not. That's cult behavior. People need to be able to talk about the dark sides like Bug Angel does. So if you can't listen to one of like the original trans people in the US who got good surgery years and years and years and years and years ago, how are people getting botched surgery in 2024? That shouldn't be like a weird thing to talk about. It's just a fact, and that's insane that anybody would accept that in this day and age, when it's so normalized, that you could go and get these horrific surgeries. And I've been through enough with the medical community that I know, like, I've been so fucked by the medical community. I feel so bad for these 18, 19, 20-year-olds who walk in there, and then some people are even younger. They get this happens to them, and then nobody cares. It's like, oh, like, that happens every single day, and those people matter too. That's all I was trying to say. Anyways, love you guys. I'll take those videos down, but I'll put them back up on my story, and then I can get back to normal life. Why does posting make you want to post so bad? It's like such an addicting thing. Okay.